They are the worst of the worst violent offenders, like rapists and murderers, who are being released by the Ohio Parole Board.
You know, for years, victims advocates and families have talked with me, outraged that these criminals are back out on our streets. And now the problem is getting the attention of Hamilton County's top cop.
In the back of your head, this man's going to be walking around the same city as me.
In 1995, Tara Barnett's high school sweetheart and the father of her little boy was murdered by a childhood friend.
His plan was to murder me, murder my baby in front of Keith, and then kill Keith.
Keith Rinke never saw his 21st birthday. The fight that cost him his life was over a couple of record players.
He was shot in the abdomen, the back, the groin. I mean, he was twisting and turning, trying to crawl away. And he made sure he was dead.
Jamie Sawyer was sentenced to 23 years to life in prison. Tara was there for every single parole hearing. Despite her pleas to keep Keith's killer locked up, Sawyer was released in August after serving 29 years.
I feel like just reading the room, they already had their mind made up. It made no difference what I said.
Tara knows it's too late for Keith's case, but she's fighting for all of the other victims out there. Right now, the parole board is planning to release 3 more violent offenders. Paul Lewis, who raped a woman and a 14-year-old girl. Linda Couch, who shot her husband in the head, wrapped him in a rug, and then enlisted his children to bury the body. And Dale Jackson, who targeted senior citizens.
Got into their homes and beat them, choked them, threatened to rape them. It was vicious, and he did it again and again. And the idea that he might get out of prison, it's inconceivable to me.
Like Tara, Hamilton County prosecutor Connie Pillich is shocked by what she's seeing. Block Parole, a website that tracks Ohio's most violent offenders, found early release of these criminals has jumped from 45 in 2021 up to 113 last year.
Are you and your team doing all you can to keep these guys locked up? Are you requesting full boards with the parole?
In many of these cases, we have requested a full board hearing.
Why do you think the parole board is releasing these kind of people? Is it money, Connie?
Oh, I have no way of knowing. For me as a prosecutor whose job is to try to keep our community safe from these criminals who are serial criminals, I don't understand it, and it doesn't make me feel safe.
Pillich and Tara have the same concern.
How many times do we have to look at the media and hear about someone being victimized, murdered by someone that should have never been let out of prison in the first place?
They both want to keep danger behind bars.
Okay, so I reached out to the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Correction. No one wanted to go on camera, but a spokeswoman tells me the parole board does not make release decisions for budgetary reasons. She says when looking at the total number of paroles granted, not just the worst of the worst, the numbers have not more than doubled since 2021. She says in 2019, parole was granted in 1 out of every 4 hearings. She says after an overhaul by Governor DeWine focusing on transparency as well as victims' rights, last year parole was granted in 1 out of every 6 cases.
It seems like it's all how you digest the numbers, because you're talking about the worst of the worst. I'm wondering, what can people do?
Yeah, that's where the prosecutor comes into play here. Connie Pillich is encouraging anyone who's concerned about an inmate being released to write the parole board and to contact her office directly. They have a parole watch list on the front page of the Hamilton County prosecutor's website. It is an ongoing issue. I can't tell you how many times we're talking with victims' families, and they're frustrated with the process.
All right, if you want to share that story, WLWT.com.